So if you're new here, basically what we're doing is a $1 to $1 million challenge through gambling. We're doing really well. Our whole thing is basically to get 1% profit every single day with a stop loss of 4% of the bankroll, just so we don't lose a ton of money. We're gonna start things off hopping right into it. We're gonna claim our weekly bonus. It's only 52 cents, but we'll take it. Okay, so we just claimed our weekly bonus. 52 cents. And then our rake back is only 16 cents of USD. I guess we had some Bitcoin for some reason, but we'll claim that as well. Okay, so in the sheet, as you can see, we're tracking everything as usual. And our current balance, adding up all the accounts, is $337.90, which means that our profit goal for today will be $3.38, which is 1%. And then our stop loss is $13.52. But before we start the gameplay, I'm going to show a couple minutes of us claiming some bonuses outside of the website. So it's only like 2 minutes, so it should be pretty quick. Okay, so our first one is a daily free spin. And we won 75 cents on that. And then we have to gamble to be able to keep that. So all these bonuses that are claimed are outside of the website we use, and these are basically just an easier way of getting some extra funds to the balance. So this is a crash-like game that I just do 1.01x, and I put $1 in because we had 75 cents to play with. Here's a deposit bonus. These are the best ones. I had to put 50 bucks in to get 10 bucks in casino bonus. Absolute best bonus. Those are the best ones because it's just, you have to deposit. I put the money in. I gambled a bonus of 10 bucks here for a 1.01x on a crash game, very similar to Crash, and I cash out. It's very simple. So this one, a little bit risky. I had to gamble $100 or wager $100 to get $4. So, those are, I look at it in percentages, right? So if I had to put $100 in to get $4, it's only a 4% return, and I'm risking to lose $100. Obviously my balance isn't high enough, so I have to play that balance several times, right? So to only get $4 out of 100, it's not the best return, but to run it on a 1.01x, I think it's pretty easy. I'm willing to take the risk. Chances of that crashing are pretty low. So I run that a couple times just to get that bonus. I had to wager, like I said, $100. So I had to play a couple times there. And then on a very similar app, I had the same offer. So I have two apps that are pretty much like the same. So they run a lot of the same offers. When I do one-on-one app, I do it on the copy, or it's not a copy, but it's like a very similar app here. So same thing, wager $100 to get $4. And then I do the same thing here. So yeah, these are pretty easy to do. It just adds extra funds to the balance. And I'm risking money that's only in here. I'm not risking any of my personal funds. I'm not depositing any money. This is all purely from the free bonuses. It just keeps adding up. And I think the goal will be to, once I get $100 in all of these accounts outside of the website, I'll probably start depositing money into a bank account or some sort of savings account to keep money safe. But as you can see, the wagering requirement's $100. So that's like the biggest one I've really seen is like $100. You have to wager to get like $4 or something. So I think I'm gonna leave $100 in each account. I think that's a good number without letting it grow too much. And then I'll start pulling money out. That's gonna be the plan. And here's the last clip of me wagering the $4 bonus that we won on that one there. So pretty easy. Added a little bit to the balance there. And we will hop into some gameplay. Okay, so I'm gonna run with a 10-cent unit size, and we're gonna run 9 columns here. I'm gonna pull up the live stats. I'm trying to just kind of chill. I don't want to be thinking too much and like trying to risk a ton of money and doing a lot of like different strategies. So I'm gonna try to run roulette just kind of on autopilot and just kind of talk. I just wanted to talk and kind of hang out Saturday night when I'm recording this. So it's everyone's out partying, doing crazy stuff, and I'm just chilling tonight. Stayed in, recording some content, you know. But I appreciate all the support, man. It's so crazy. I was going through the comments today, just like reading a ton of different comments from like all my past videos, and it's so cool just like seeing everyone being supportive. It was funny at first. I realized that it looked like in the first like 5 episodes, oh, we just lost there, so we gotta double up. We're gonna triple up on a loss. Or no, I think we just yeah, I'm gonna triple up, which increases the bet a lot. But yeah, it was crazy because like the first like 4 or 5 episodes, there was a lot of people were very supportive, obviously, but there was a lot of people that were like hating on us, like there's no way, or like you're stressing over a couple pennies and stuff. But like, look at us now. Okay, so we won that. I'm gonna bring this back down to 10 cents. Yeah, we're at like 330 now. We're crushing it. All the supporters are still here, obviously, which is sick. And yeah, we're doing good. We're doing good. We've made it to a decent run so far. So, and I've been trying to just do what I just keep trying to do the same thing, in the sense of like, I'm not trying to do anything like, I'm trying to be different than most other people, right? I feel like there's a ton of people that do kind of the same thing. Oh, they hit the 0, dang. I think I'm just gonna double up instead of trying to triple up. So we'll do the double up there. But yeah, I know like a lot of content creators kind of do the same stuff as each other. They do like these crazy challenges from like $10 to like 10 grand in like one episode in like 10 minutes or something. Like, it's just ridiculous. That's cool to watch. I get it, but like, obviously the style that I do is way different than most people. I'm sure there's other people out there that do stuff like this, but I just want to try something different. And then I figured I'd record it because I was going to do it on my own anyways. But I try to avoid, you know, I've been trying to do consistent what I've been doing from the start. Oh, we lost again, dang. In the sense of like, trying to keep like the titles the same, very basic thumbnails. Hopefully if you see my thumbnails pop up, you recognize like what it is. I feel like a lot of people try to use like the very clickbaity titles and thumbnails. I don't try to do that. I try to just keep it like kind of like old school YouTube. I don't know, I'm sure you guys are like kind of more my age, and I'm sure we all kind of grew up on YouTube, but I feel like YouTube used to be like super genuine and like transparent. People like were themselves and like legit. But now it's like everyone kind of has this like character. I'm not like calling anyone out specifically. I just feel like it's kind of like where YouTube went. But you got to like have these like kind of characters that get a lot of views. People are like super crazy. It might not actually be like who they really are. We're gonna keep this the same bet size, but I don't know. I feel like when people just get like, they act over the top, or you know, they use like all the clickbaity thumbnails. I'm not talking about just gambling content. I'm talking about like any content. YouTube really like hit that a while ago, and it just kept getting like crazier and crazier. I don't know. I'm just trying to stay away from that. I feel like we have a pretty tight community. Everyone's like I'd rather have like a smaller, genuine, closer community than like a huge community that just like comes in from like clickbait, if that makes sense. So I don't know, maybe for like the YouTube algorithm, I shouldn't be doing that. And it's not like the best idea per se. How much do we get on a win here? 120. So I can actually bring this back down. Let's see if I can get this off in time. Okay, we got it. Yeah, it's probably not good for like my channel in the sense of like getting crazy views and stuff, but I don't really care. I'm not really here to like try to gain a huge following in that aspect. I'd rather have people that are like genuinely interested. I'm speaking so fast. I'd rather have people that are genuinely interested in what I'm doing and like enjoying the content than try to get like a huge fan base that's like not as involved or interested, if that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense, but I just wanted to ramble about clickbait. It's funny too, because like I feel like growing up on the internet, and like I said, YouTube is like, it's like, it's grown so much into that where like it used to not be like that. Back, I'm talking like way back in the day, like 2009 to 2014 maybe. That's like before all the clickbaity stuff. Maybe even before that, maybe like 2009 to like 2012 or something. And then like clickbait started getting crazy. But even before that on YouTube, I feel like on the internet, like the stuff our parents would probably fall for on these, like any website, you get those ads that are like about like medical stuff or like health stuff, and it's like super clickbaity, like doctors like, you know, hate this guy, you know, like I don't know, like very like, or like it would just be like, yeah, medical stuff that had these like crazy images and like a crazy like article headliner. But I feel like that looked like so corny, right? It was like so like clearly clickbait. I guess that wasn't even like a word probably back then, but clearly like not legit. On some like random Google article or something, you'd see those like little ads, and then it like somehow became common in our generation. I mean, I guess that's just human nature. People want to see stuff like that. But yeah, I don't know. That's just my rant about clickbait and how stuff's changed. But I'm gonna move this over to the high end just because got a couple wins there, so I'm gonna switch it up a little bit. But yeah, I hope you guys are still enjoying everything. Try not to do the same exact thing every episode, but you know, I like to do the same strategies at the same time, so it's kind of tough to like change it up a ton. But if you guys want to see anything specifically, good thing we switched over. Look at that, at 32. We would have lost that if we would have kept what we had last time. But yeah, if you guys want to see anything in particular, let me know. If you guys want to see any like certain games, if you prefer seeing certain games over others, or if you like certain like strategies, or like I could do like mini challenges in the grand scheme of things too. Like, you know, obviously we have the big challenge of hitting $1 million. But if you guys want to see like little challenges along the way that kind of stick in the parameters, obviously I don't want to be doing anything like trying to run the balance up like 3x in one episode. It has to be like still with the 1% goal and stuff. But look at that, we switched over to the high rollers there, or the high numbers, and they're starting to hit. That's good to see. So yeah, we're running like a 90-cent bet. Trying to keep it pretty low just in case we have to double up at all. But I do plan on doing a giveaway, right? So as I'm recording this video, I'm at 3.9 thousand subscribers. I'm thinking when I hit 5,000, I'm gonna do a giveaway. I'm not gonna speak of how much it will be. Probably be like decently small. Won't be anything like super wild, because I'm not gonna pull from the balance. I'm gonna be just give away my own money because I don't want to take away from the challenge at all. So with that said, I'm not gonna be doing anything wild. It'll be something like decent. I'm thinking of some numbers. I haven't locked it in yet. I'll give more details closer to when that milestone actually hits. But I'm thinking about doing a little giveaway just to give back to you guys a little bit. I know I always mention I have like free sign up bonuses in the description, some links and stuff. But you know, those you can only use like once if you sign up for like an investment website or something. So or you know, if you can't even like use those certain websites, I get it, but I figured that's like something to kind of give back to people. And then ultimately I think a giveaway would be good, just because that would kind of open it up to everyone to have an opportunity to receive back something from me. So that's the plan for now. We gotta hit that number first, which I understand it might take a little bit of time, whether it happens in a month or two or for a couple months from now, doesn't matter. I'm in no rush. Slow and steady wins the race. Obviously, that's the mentality of this entire challenge. So hitting a ton of high numbers. I'm glad we switched over. Really good timing. We're just going on a streak on high numbers now. We'll just keep it rolling. Also, I'm thinking like in the beginning of episodes, I'm gonna try to like give a little insight into the challenge. Just the way I think of things, like okay, we just lost one there. Just the way of like how I think of things and how I actually like go through this challenge, right? Because I know people are probably trying to do the same thing I'm doing. I've seen people leave comments and stuff. I don't suggest you guys gamble. I know I always say, but I don't promote or condone this stuff. This is just for fun. But I know people are gonna do it, you know, everyone can make their own decisions. Not that I recommend it or suggest it. I think it's not the best use of money. But I was thinking like just giving some like thoughts of like how I'm doing everything, kind of diving deeper into certain like topics, the way I think of things. So I'll probably be doing that in the beginning of some episodes. Just maybe I'll start it off that way in the future. I don't have a ton of points, but I made a little list of like some stuff that I think about. I think might be useful for some people. And it's not really necessarily just for this challenge. It could be just how to gamble in general. Maybe that's a good way of thinking of it too. But basically, I actually have the list right here. Just stuff about like having a stop loss, how to get the bonuses that I always show in the beginning, how to get consistent wins, and then just about like different emotions and behaviors, and like how and why I track my winnings and losses. I think all that stuff's really important. So those are some basics, little freebies right there. But I'm thinking about, I gotta redo this too. I'm gonna change them back up. The high numbers have been hitting, but I feel like we gotta change it up. Might be switching up on us. But yeah, I don't know. I think it'd be cool just to give a little bit of tips, a little bit of advice in the beginning. No, I don't want to say advice, but you know what I mean. Good thing we switched. Wow, we're switching like on the dot. That's crazy. We're almost at our profit goal here. But yeah, I like this a lot. I can actually talk. It's really hard to like talk and switch up parameters on other games from trying to run strategies and like martingale and like double up and stuff. It's hard to I almost missed that. It's hard to talk and play at the same time. So this is kind of nice for me just to chill and be able to let my thoughts out there a little bit. I guess another cool thing is too, I did want to mention, oh, there's 0, okay. We'll double that up. But yeah, so, okay, let's double up here. But yeah, so I was talking about YouTube, like back in the day, right? I've been on YouTube making videos for a very long time, not consistently, but I had different, like, I had so many different channels, probably like 10 different channels, but I made different content back in the day. So I've been making content for a long time. I kind of get how, well, the algorithms change so much and it changes even faster nowadays. But I used to make so much different videos and it was a good time. So that's why I made this channel. This channel was originally supposed to be just me kind of like, I think I still have a couple of my videos up on the channel from before this challenge. But basically I was just like trying to like not vlog necessarily, but like just kind of document like certain areas of my life or like give advice type videos, or like read books and talk about the books, but never came across to it. I think honestly the biggest thing was just not taking action, just being kind of scared to dive into that world. But yeah, I ended up doing it with this. I might do different stuff in the future. This might not be the only thing, but it's really easy to do right now, in the sense of like recording What's another loss there? That's on our big bet too, so we have to double up again. Let's double that up. And then, should we switch these up? I don't know. I guess we'll just leave them. I was gonna switch them up a little bit, but yeah, like the original ideas I had was I was reading a lot of books when I first graduated college, and I was gonna like read a book, summarize it, and then like present it in a video. So like if someone didn't want to read that book, they could just watch my like 10-minute video of me summarizing it, right? And I realized that's a lot of work. Like obviously to produce one video, I'd have to, I'm gonna bring this bet back down, I think. Let's do the first 9 here. And then we're just gonna double it up. Instead of doing that like $3 bet, we're just gonna do this maybe like twice. But yeah, to read a book was obviously very time consuming. Then I'd have to like write the content I want to talk about and then film it, and that's a lot of work. Very like a lot of hours to put in to get the 10-minute video. Where this is like really easy for me. I could just record for a couple hours, and then I can easily just edit. The editing's the hardest part. The recording part's pretty easy. It takes about an hour or two, and then gotta edit, which I gotta go through at least that much time to watch everything. And I think we're one more. So yeah, editing's the worst, but well, I mean like worse in time consuming wise. It's easy, but to make those other videos, it takes a lot. And I might do them still, but this is definitely a good base for me now. I got a lot of other stuff going on in life, so I don't have a ton of time to prepare content like that right now. But maybe in the future. I'd like to do that in the future at some point. And I get, we need 8 cents. I get that I'm building, let's just try to do, it's been hitting red, so we'll just try to do a red bet there. But I get that I'm building a different content or like an audience base than what I was originally going for. But I mean, hey, I'm not too worried about it. Maybe you guys would be interested in stuff like that in the future. Like kind of life advice type videos. Where I could just even like talk about that stuff in this type of content too. I don't know. But it's been really cool to connect with you guys in the Discord too. I feel like it really puts like a personalized touch. There's our red. There's our profit goal. So we got 340. I'm gonna add that to the sheet real quick, and we will come back to this. Okay, so adding the 168.30 to the balance sheet here, and adding up the bonuses from the other apps, we come to a total of $341.30, which makes our 1% profit goal $3.41, which is basically what we just did. We try to run it back. Okay, so I reset the live stats, and we will, I think I'm gonna move this back up to this area, and we'll run it backwards here. So 9 columns. But like I was saying before we hit our profit goal, the Discord's made it like way more personalized for each person, in the sense of like I actually put like a personality to you guys, which is really cool. It's cool like chat with people directly instead of just like the comment section. The comment section is awesome. I try to respond to every comment that I can. In the Discord, it is way more interactive though. And it makes, like I said, it's like really cool to, well, we barely won that. We got the 10 there. It just makes it like, you guys are like real people, right? I think sometimes content creators might not like recognize that. I don't know. I know like when I watch content on YouTube, it feels like sometimes like people don't really like, I don't want to say like care, but they don't like acknowledge the fact that like they're real people. I don't know, maybe that's just me. And maybe, I know that's not every creator too, that's just, I get it when you're like, a lot of the bigger creators, obviously people are probably watching the bigger ones, more than the smaller ones, but that makes it a lot tougher for the bigger content creators to stay interactive like that, right? Because they have a lot more going on in the sense of like running their channel. That's probably like a full-time job at that rate, and to connect with thousands and thousands of people, I get it, but I'm just saying from a content creator's perspective, giving you guys my insight, I think it's really cool to actually interact with everyone and like make it more of like a, I don't know, I feel like YouTube is more like with the interactions with comments and like the creator. YouTube is like very like one directional, where the comments are more towards like, hey, like here's our comments from the viewers to the creator, like they're sent out there. The creator might see them, they're plug it in so many comments, it's hard for them to see all of them once they're on a certain level. And then like the Discord was a good idea from some people that suggested that, because I really wasn't even gonna like do that originally. That was just, I think that was a lot of suggestions, but either way, it's not just like, hey, you guys are leaving a comment, and it's just kind of like, it could just never be seen by anyone, like any other viewers or the creator, or like Discord. It's very interactive, so I just like it a lot. I think it's really cool, and I think it makes me appreciate you guys a lot more, if that makes sense. And I recommend you guys get in there. Oh, there's another loss. That's not good. We'll double this up again. But I recommend you guys get in there, because when I do the giveaway for the 5,000 subscribers, it will be in the Discord. So you'll have to be in there. And I'll give a lot more info on that when that time comes. But better early than later on that. Okay, so if we lose this one, we'll be down 570. That's like almost halfway to our stop loss. So if we lose this, I might pull out. We'll see. See how I'm feeling. Okay, we hit it. Now we do have to hit another one, because we won $1.20 on that. So we have to win one more to be back where we were. Or not even back where we were. Just above break even. So if we lose this one, we're gonna be really fighting. I'm playing on the Spanish roulette table because it allows 10 cents. I think everything else I was looking at is like 20 cents is the smallest. 29, a hit, okay, cool. Still going, back into profit. Bring us back down to 10 cents. I'm gonna move it over one column to the left there, just to change it up a little bit. I feel like that's been working. Every time we come back, we just shift them a little bit around, so we're not playing the same numbers the entire time. Okay. 25. There we go, another hit. So in our Discord too, I've been asking for a lot of suggestions, like I was talking about earlier, about like if you guys want to see certain games, if you guys want to see certain strategies or like mini challenges within the big challenge. And no one's really provided much, which I take that, I think I mentioned that on YouTube a good bit too. Oh, we lost there. I think I mentioned that like in the videos, is like, if you guys have any suggestions to the challenge at all, feel free to leave them. But like I said, I was going through all the previous comments on other videos just to like kind of see if I should like, you know, bring up anything or whatever. And it seems like there's like no feedback in the sense of like suggestions or anything, strategies, what games to play. So I mean, I just kind of take that as like, you guys are liking what's going on, you're enjoying what I'm doing, which is good. But you know, even if you are liking what you're seeing, I'd appreciate even knowing that, I guess. I don't know. There's another win there. So you gotta get one more on the same bet size. Yeah, but I think personally, I think roulette and blackjack have like the best odds in the sense of getting, I guess with like the house edge, they have the best odds. Just because, you know, I think the player has a lot of control over it in both those games. And they just think they're fair odds compared to other stuff. So that's another loss. So we gotta double up again. So if we double that up, she's been hitting the lower numbers. Should I move these around? No, I'll leave them. I'm just gonna leave them. I was gonna move them around, but I think I'm just gonna leave them where they're at. See what happens. The last session we just did there was really easy. We got so many wins in a row. If we lose this one, I might pull out. Okay. We're still in. So we gotta hit another one. I'm gonna leave them where they're at. We're doing the same bet. We're 360 on our bet here. If we win this, we're back into where we should be. If we lose this, we're down pretty good. And I don't know if I want to double up again because that'll be a lot. 36. Oh, we just lost it. Dang. So close, man. Okay. Yeah, we're down 390. If I doubled up, we'd be really close to our stop loss. Alright, I got an idea. Alright, we're in blackjack now. Get my sheet pulled up. Ooh, 16 against a 3. It's a stand. Let's see how it goes. We need a good little win streak here to come back. Our stop loss, since our 1% profit goal is going up, so is our stop loss, which is good. And he got an 18, so we lose that. Okay, let's double up on that. Hoping for some free bets. We need the free doubles. We need the free doubles. They always come in clutch when we need them. I hope they come in clutch this time. But yeah, since our 1% profit goal is going up, so is our 4% stop loss, right? Oh, 10 against a 3. The free double, did I just speak it into existence? This could be massive, could be huge. But yeah, I don't even know if I'm finishing my thoughts. Since our 4% stop loss and our 1% profit goal, since our balance is going up, let's go, we got a 20. So is the numbers on that, right? So we have more room. We obviously have to get more winnings for that 1% goal, but at the same time, our stop loss is getting bigger with that 4%. In the sense, like, bigger number-wise, it's always the same amount. I always try to, we won that. All right, cool. Let's go. Whew. That's massive. That's a huge comeback right there. We needed that. So we were down like $5. Now we're only down $1. Switching the dealers, it looks like. But yeah, the numbers are going up, but the percentages are always the same. I tried to emphasize that. I don't know if I've said that in a while. But even though like the values, the dollar amounts are going up, the percentage is always the same. I try to look at it as a percentage. That's the way I look at it. So 13 against a 15 is a stand. So if we're down like $5 now compared to where we were like $100, you know, that'd be past stop loss, but $5 now is like a third of the stop loss. So it's hard for me to keep that in mind too, especially with the balance in the website, because the balance in the website, oh nice, we won that. Okay, a couple wins there, gets us into profit, barely, but we're still in profit. Yeah, the balance in the website isn't our entire balance either, because we have those other apps. So seeing us go down like $5 on here with this balance is a little bit like psychologically kind of keeps me on edge. But I have to think that we have wait, a 9 against a 4 is a double, right? Yeah, and it's a free double. Oh, could be massive. Yeah, psychologically it's just like, whoa, like we're going down a lot, but at the same time we have like those other accounts. And like worst case scenario, if we happen to hit a crazy loss streak, oh no, we got 15. If we happen to hit a crazy loss streak on this website, the balance goes really low, we would pull from the other apps and like refund our, like redeposit our bankroll. So that's like our safety net, because I don't gamble on those other apps. I purely just get the bonuses. So, oh, he's an 11. Oh, that's tough. That's all right. So yeah, those other apps are our safety net for now. And then once we get the balance a little bit bigger, I'm gonna end up setting up I think a bank account will be the move. A couple people recommended I do an investment, some sort of like safe investment, like a dividend or like an ETF, dividend ETF or something like that. 7 against a 10. It's saying on the sheet not to split these. Dealer upcard 10, 7s, no, don't split. But I think we may have made a good move, hopefully. It's a free split anyways, so I guess the sheet isn't like perfect with the keeping that in mind. Whoa. Okay, we got 2 17s. Hopefully he has 17 or less. But yeah, I'd be open to throwing the money into an investment account. I think, you know, some sort of safe investment, nothing crazy, might be the move. Oh, we lost. Okay. So now we're at a $4 bet. Dang, 14 against a 10. Oh, that's tough. On the $4 bet, I'm not liking that. Gotta hit though. Okay, 19. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. Take it. Hopefully he just doesn't have a 20. That's all we're looking for here. We take a push. We take a win for sure. We just don't want to lose this. So we'll be down about $7. What's he got? 16. He busts. Let's go. That's huge. All right, we'll bring us back down to $1. Yeah, so for stuff like that, where I'm talking about like maybe I'll put like once the balance gets bigger, I pull out some of the money to like have his like insurance on the account, just like keep it safe. If I put it into an investment account or just a savings account that gets like a small percentage, I think bank accounts typically are like what, like 3 or 4%, something like that. Even that's like still something. But stuff like that, I'm gonna throw polls in the Discord for you guys to like vote on it, right? So that's why, oh, we busted there. So that's why the Discord's cool too. I can run polls in there, get live feedback on your guys' thoughts on that too. I think the investment account's the move. I think that'd be a good idea. Something safe, something that goes up very slowly, very steadily. Nothing super risky or volatile. But, you know, that's a discussion for a later video. That's what I'm thinking for now. 13 against 15. Which is a stand. Okay. Going up and down a lot, but we're not doing too bad. The chart here is looking pretty volatile. So yeah, like for an example, if I went to stock, I wouldn't want to put it into a stock that's going to do this, right? Ideally, it's just something that slowly goes up. Oh, we lost again. All right, I'm gonna double up. Dang, another 13. Same thing as last time, right? 13 against 5. Isn't that what we just had? So if we lose this one, we can't even double up because we beat our stop loss. Good thing we didn't hit that. Oh, we won. Let's go. That's huge. Okay. All right, just give us the win here. Come on. I don't like going up and down like this. This chart's getting crazy going up and down. It's going up overall, but we're getting close to our stop loss each time. 18 against the 4. I like that. Make it easy for us. Let's go. Come on. 13, 16, and he busts. Okay. So we need 31 cents. I'm gonna pull out of here real quick. I'm gonna play some dice, try to get that last 31 cents real quick. That's gonna be the goal. So I'm gonna start this off at 8 cents. And we're trying to roll over 25. When we lose, what we do is we try to hit the green. Wow, okay. And we double up twice. And one more. And then we bring us back down to our original bet. Okay. So now we need 30 cents. Okay. Wow, those losses are crazy like that. Double up twice. And that brings us back. So we go back to 8 cents is our base bet. Lose. I didn't double up. All right, bring it back down. Double up twice. Okay, we need 3 cents. So if we get this, we're good for today. Oh, we need 1 more cent. Okay, there we go. 342, we need 341. Got the dub. Okay, so with our $3.42 win, that brings our total website balance to $171.72. And then adding up all the other apps gives us a total of $356.40. And then that means our 1% profit goal for today will be $356, and our stop loss is $14.26. Okay, coming into coin flip. This did us so dirty last time. I'm gonna reset the live stats. I'm gonna try to get just a quick win, hopefully. See what we can do here. I should have taken that. Okay, I was just trying to go for 2. The same thing 3 times. Go for tails this time. And tails again. Oh man, it keeps switching up. Let's go for a 20-cent bet. Just give us 2 heads. Come on. Heads, heads. Wow. Go for tails, tails. Oh my God, it's just flip-flopping every time. All right, let's do one more bet. Dang, man. This is cooking us. Heads, heads. Okay, we got it. Cash that out. And then let's try to do tails. Dang. Do 40-cent bet. Wow. Tails, heads. And then we'll take that. We'll cash that out. Let's go for heads. Heads. Cash that out. All right, we're up 72 cents. Bring us back down to 10. Let's try to do one more double win. Okay, cash that out. We got $1. I'm done with flip. Okay, we're in mines. I'm gonna start off on a 5-cent bet. And then we're gonna do 12 mines. On a loss, we're gonna increase by 20%. And then we're gonna stop on a loss of $2. Or maybe we'll do $3. And then we're just gonna try to get three clicks. I think this is like an 8x if we hit this. So we want this to build up a little bit and then get a win like that. So let's bring this back down to 5 cents. Try to do it one more time until it hits. If it hits, hopefully it hits. Okay, it's starting to build up pretty good now. I hit, okay. Woo, I was getting scary. Almost just burned all of our profit there. It hit though. Let's go to manual and let's do a $1.29 bet with 3 mines. And let's go for one more. Oh man, we hit a bomb. Let's go for 3. Cash that out. And let's go for 3 more. Cash that out. So that brings us back to where we were. And let's just try to do 2 clicks. Cash that out. So we're 260. Okay, that's good. That's good. Okay, so now I'm gonna do wheel, and we need pretty much $1. We need 94 cents. Let's see if we can. Let's see if we can do. I'm gonna start off with an 8-cent bet. Doing medium risk. Oh, that's a good start. That's a good start. 2 in a row like that. Okay. Let's bring this. Let's just leave it at 8. Let's do one more. Okay, we lose that. We lose that. Let's double up. Okay, and one more. Okay, we're at 308. We're getting pretty close. Okay. Probably gonna get a couple losses here. Okay, maybe not, maybe not. We need 12 cents. Let me bring us down to 6. So there's 6 cents. We need 6 more cents. This could be the last click, or we get a loss, and we got a loss. Okay, we're back to where we were. One more win. There's our 6 cents. Okay, there's our profit goal for today. 356, and let's enter that in the sheet. Okay, so wrapping up the video here, we came up $10.39 purely from gambling today. The total balance was up about $22, so about half that increase was from gambling, the other half was from bonuses. So pretty good increase. We'll take it. We're at pretty much 360 sitting right here. So yeah, not a bad day at all. We'll take the 360. Still progressing really well. Appreciate all your support as always, like I was talking about earlier in the video. I really do appreciate you guys so much. You guys mean it a lot. Thank you for watching and supporting the content. It would mean a lot if you like the video and subscribe if you haven't already. It helps out the channel a lot. So join the Discord, the link's in the description. There's other links down there as well. And with that said, guys, I'll see you guys in the next one. All right, peace.